G'day guys and welcome back to Shanghai Shenhua / Canada on Football Manager 2015 for episode number 33 of the series. It's our birdie. G'day, how you guys going? And today we are playing the World Cup group stage games. And why I'm saying group stage is I'm hoping that I could get out of the group, but it's going to be extremely difficult. Because, well, just the group that we are in. And there's also some Shanghai transfer news as well. And, of course, the World Cup itself. So, let's just get into, we'll get into the Shanghai news just quickly first. With Shanghai, we are doing extremely well. We're still leading the table. By a hefty margin. Only look at that, 7 goals against. I'm really liking the defense. We're 10 points up on both Guangzhou and Beijing. Shandong and Zhuangzhou are right behind. So we've put ourselves a pretty good cushion. But there's still a lot of football to be played. Another 15 games. So it's that's another possible points, right? So it's going to be difficult, but I don't want to be complacent. So that's where we're sitting. We've played a couple of games, of course, against Suwon. Some big games, like this win against Zhuangzhou was huge. A 1-0 victory away. Dirty Ock with the lone goal, so it was massive. And a 0-0 game again in the derby, which I guess that was pleasing, to say the least. But yeah, so we have been getting good results of late. Yeah, we're on a pretty good form. Obviously, the goal scoring could have been a bit better from certain players. Timmy Cahill he's hit a bit of a rough patch. You just kind of look at the form, inconsistency a bit. I've had him on as a sub, kind of disciplined him again. So I'm really hoping that Timmy can get his game going, like it was before earlier in the season. But he's still doing respectably well, but his average is a bit down, so that's something that we really want to get him back to his form. And I was in 2 years ago. So yeah, but of course he is getting older, so that's what we got to put into perspective as well. But also, as you guys can see here, in the defense department, no Roland Juhas, and that is because, guys, I released him. Because just the injury, and it really dampened his. Let's see here. Just because it really dampened his attributes. Which, I mean, you could look at that and say, okay, that's pretty good, but I just released him. It was a bit tough to do because I really like this guy. I really like Juhaz, but just the injury, and I really feel like I could bring in a better form player, defensive player anyway. So that's what happened there, and the reason is I'm bringing in Sead Seljovic. I had to act quickly on the deal because Birmingham actually put in a bid. I was honestly hoping till the transfer window to put in an offer. But Birmingham actually put a bid in for him. And so that's why I just said, okay, you know what? He's a guy I really want. He's a guy that can play both deep line playmaker as well as, he can play a box or ball winning midfield. So that's what I really want to do. I mean, he has the he has the attributes to do it. His tackling's a bit down, but he's going to be a really good player. Obviously, try and dictate a whole midfield. He's not a Schweinsteiger, which I really want to get Schweinsteiger, but it's just just the reputation of the league and all this. He's a rotation player as well, and just doesn't want to budge. So I mean, that's what we're getting. We really, I'm so happy about it. So he's going to be joining us on July the 7th. So that's going to be next month. So that's going to be after the World Cup. So that's going to be good. But I've also, I'll also say here as well, guys, on the short list, players that I was looking for. Pepe was one of them. Obviously, a centre back. Yeah, okay. But the thing was with him is he's retiring, so that was frustrating. And as well as Demba Ba also retiring, which, can you believe it, 33 years of age. So frustrating too, because he would be a really good striker for us. I should have maybe put a bid in for him, but just couldn't do it, and I didn't do it. So that was the frustrating part. But so now that I'm really looking at players, Gonzo, he's one I'm kind of looking at. And the big guy that I'm really targeting now is Ricky Alvarez, guy that I'm really looking at now at Inter Milan. Look at those stats, and he can play on both wings as well as in the attacking mid. So he's gonna be. I mean, in this league, he would be really good. He has very varied time at Inter. And also another guy, Sebastian Basong, did just a scout report on him. I don't know if I'll go for him or not, but you get a scout anyway. And I mean, those attributes as well, he would do really well in the league as well. Again, is he a player that can win a Club World Cup? I don't know. So that's why I'm still debating on it. But with Seljovic, I feel he's a player that can get it done. Because I mean, just the attributes for the league is tremendous. Obviously, he's getting older, so his physical's a bit down. But anyway, that's with all the Shanghai. We now go into Canada because we got a World Cup. But these were the friendlies I played. Only one win, and look at this, guys, a 2-1 victory against India, and we were losing in the game. So it goes to show this is going to be a very difficult, well, it's a massive challenge. It is a massive challenge. I was resting some of the big guys like Borean. Carl Laren came off the bench. Hutchinson, Will Johnson and Kofi didn't even play. Osorio neither. So I was, and Henry as well. So I was resting some players, but I felt like we still should have won by at least 3 or 4 goals. We didn't. And then we responded with a 2-0 loss to Australia, which, one shot on target was not good enough. And, near the end of the game, we started to get a bit going. And then, I guess what I'm also kind of pleased about with our final friendlies, both 0-0 draws against Greece and Macedonia. Specifically Greece. Look at these. Look at this. The stats for the game. We really should have won this game. And I mean, that's Greece's full lineup in that game. So we put in a good performance in that game. Let's see this. I was just looking there, guys. Sorry. But yeah, so we put in a good performance in that game. And then we came out against Macedonia. Again, it was a pretty good performance. Again, we should have maybe have won the game, but we couldn't. It's very hard getting goals right now that are coming by, and that's why this World Cup is going to be very difficult. But anyway, so that's what we're going through. And I will say too, with Canada, 2 massive injuries. Junior Hoylett, he's going to be out for another week and a half, so he's going to probably miss the first 2 games, so he might be done for the World Cup already. And Jonathan Osorio, he is the biggest loss. He's going to be out for another 1 to 4 days, so luckily he's going to be back. But I feel besides Hutchinson now, this guy is probably the second best player on the team. He is just a fantastic football player for this team, and he's a huge miss, and that's why I don't know how he is doing in real life at Toronto FC, but I mean, for a younger player, this guy is good enough for Europe. He should be for Europe. So, but yeah, it's a massive loss that we're going to be losing him. But anyway, there has been one game in the World Cup. Those are the games. But we're going in against Cameroon. This is probably the most winnable game out of the group. But, you know, I have done some pretty special things when it comes to World Cups, so that's why I'm not ruling myself out. So, you know, I have done some special things, that's for sure. I don't know if, you know, people obviously that watch, they know my my saves with Tahiti. So I actually took Tahiti to a 4th place finish in the World Cup, if you can believe that. So, but we'll see what we got going here. Gershon Kofi. Some of these guys are already really tired, and that's the frustrating part as well. Will Johnson, I want up there. I think we'll put Gershon Kofi in for this one. Russell Tybert, no, he can't play there. Hutchinson, come on, Ferguson, Ed, Petrasso. So I think we'll go in with that formation. And like I say, I mean, this is probably, out of this whole group, this is probably the most winnable game against Cameroon, and they're setting up in a pretty defensive type formation as well. So Vincent Abubakar, we know he's a very quality striker. And after that, you know, Maxime Choupo-Moting, he's another one that's pretty good. But other than that, I mean, this is a bit of a new squad that I've seen from Cameroon. This guy is actually really good. Deep line playmaker, so I think we'll go with close down on him. And they're also a pretty good defensive side. Aurelio Sheju, he's a good centre back. Nkulu, playing at United in this one, and well, another United player. And they got a really quality goalkeeper, so this is going to be a bit of a test for sure. It's going to be tough. Jean Matip, another one. He's not even the starting 11. So, just gonna say, go up and pull an upset. Let's go out and do this, guys. Obviously, I feel, you know, if we lose this game, you know, World Cup can maybe be over before it starts. But again, I'm not ruling myself out of anything. But goals are going to be hard to come by, for sure. Which has been a name of the game a bit for Canada in real life in recent months. They've been hard scoring goals of late. So come on, Hutchinson. Here's Johnson. Nice through ball. Larin, but he's offside. So that was a good first opportunity. So here's Abubakar, and he just walked in and scored. And that is something that we cannot do. We cannot let players just walk in like that. You know, Abubakar, I mean, who is this? Edgar. Just let him walk around him and then posts it into the far post. It's a good shot. And just like that, guys, we're on the back foot. So, on the back foot already in this game, which is not what I wanted to start. But yeah. Boyan looked a bit shaky there. And there's another opportunity. So this is not looking good at all. I mean, we're playing really lackluster at the moment. Not getting the ball at all. Well, we have, but we haven't. I mean, look at the shots. Well, here's a chance. Here's Larin. Shot was blocked. Hutchinson's taken down. Johnson wide. And that's what we got to do. We got to hit the target I mean, these are opportunities. These are games where we gotta, you know, you gotta make the chances count in this sort of games. Four 5-1s. I have to say they have been difficult formations for me to go up against. Bedimo, he just missed the net there. So like, these are the last couple of minutes of this first half. But we just got to get some more shots on target, is what we got to do. And their top playmaker is down. But this first half was not good enough. We are going to have to be a lot better. And I'm going to challenge them. Now they're going with a 4-2-2. Jean-Marie Dongu. He is a really good player. Real Madrid product. He was Real Madrid anyway. He must have transferred in this save. But he's a quality player. So what can we do here? Fewer risky passes. Get further forward for Hutchinson. Will Johnson. Get further forward. But yeah, this has been a lackluster performance to start a World Cup. And like I said, this is the big game, and this is what we the game that we need to win them out. Obviously, get a result from, and it's not happening. It's not happening. Okay, this has gone on long enough, so change the formation a bit here. Thing is, who do we, I mean, and that's the thing too, we don't have any really decent guys to come off the bench. Callum Ferguson's one of them, but I want to keep on Ed. Callum Ferguson. And we'll go to Fluid. Close down much more for Laren there. Hutchinson. I also want Sam Atakubi to get a bit forward more. So let's see what this can go here. And who's this? Who just got what Hutchinson did? So we already got Kofi and Hutchinson both on yellow cards. Two center players. So that's not good. But here's an opportunity here. Come on, Ed. Hutchinson. He's looking a bit dangerous here now. Oh, man. That's a good tackle there from Hutchinson. Trasso. Out wide. It's going near point. Oh, what? So it goes from a pretty good opportunity and then... Oh, man. That's... We just did not get any shots off. It was a good save from Green. So I think with Kofi on a yellow card, put in Samuel Piet. But 12-8 the shots. And we almost got another one there. And this is getting a little shorter passing, try and and they score again. So that's frustrating. You know, and where was the defense? Two guys right there, just let them off, get a clear shot on net. And yeah. And we're not getting anything. Nothing. And this is what's frustrating when you get into games like this. Continuous overrun of highlight after highlight of, you know, opponents coming in. And as much as you try something, nothing works. And there's another goal. Aurelien Sheju, 3-0 for Cameroon. And this is a horrendous start to our World Cup. And bring in Tonsin Ricketts. But this was an absolute shambles going into this. We've only had 2 shots well, 2 shots, none on target. And that's what's extremely frustrating. And it looks like we're only going to get 2 shots. So, yeah. Johnson, and that's horrendous. So that's wide. So that's going to be the first game, guys. That's brutal. 3-0 defeat to Cameroon. You know, I thought we would at least put up a better fight than this. But yeah, I mean, just absolute shambles of a performance. And there it is, a 3-0 loss to Cameroon. And this has just made our whole World Cup a lot harder. You know, because now basically, if I want to have a chance, you know, I got to beat Chile and then maybe get a draw or something against Germany. I'll take responsibility. You know, I put the squad out. Because, yeah, that was a horrendous performance. And we got tons of guys that are on tiredness, so that's also frustrating as well. I think we're going to have to play out of defense for something like this. But, yeah, I'll try and... So, yeah, there's our 3-0 loss. We'll see what happens here. Cote d'Ivoire beats South Korea. How's Chile and Germany doing? You think Germany's going to win this game here? And they do 2-0. So that's why this game against Chile is a massive fixture. 2 teams, both losses. So we're back, guys, for the second game of this World Cup, and as you can see here, Cameroon beat Germany in the second game. And so Cameroon are at 6 points at top of the table. So I guess I didn't run into a fluke loss or anything like that. It's an informed Cameroon team. Because how are they doing for the fixtures? Coming into this World Cup on a pretty good bit of run of form. So that's what we're going through. But here's how, I guess we'll just show the other groups here. Algeria's through. I guess one loss, big loss shock. There's nothing really too surprising, but what we're also happy, we're not the worst team in it, because France pummeled Oman, and Peru tied Spain there, so that's a pretty good one. And Iraq and Senegal. So Iraq's still in that group. But we're going into our game now against Chile. Very difficult situation what we're in here, because we need to win. And luckily we got Jonathan Osorio back. I'm just going to throw him in the lineup because I need him, even though he is tired. But I just, these players have to get through, and they got to get through it, and they got to keep playing. I mean, it's simple as that. A couple of players already wanted by a few teams, so that's, I guess it's, you know, it's okay, I guess. As for some changes, you know, Sorio is one of them. We'll also start Callum Ferguson in instead of Petrasso. We'll put him up there at the top. Kyle Larin, he'll also be starting. Even though he wasn't that great in the first game. Tosin Ricketts, again, I don't know. And Luca Casparotto, we'll also bring him in instead of Adekubi. And actually, we'll put Piat in as well instead of Gershon Kofi. Or do you want Russell Tybert? No, we'll put in Piat. And close down more to get further forward. Also tell Osorio to tackle harder. I want these guys to tackle it. So here we go, guys. This is a massive game. 450 underdog against Chile. If we lose this game, we're pretty much out of the World Cup. So I at least want to get a draw or a win. Win would be absolutely huge at this stage. But you know, just from how we played in the first game, it's, you know, like I said, never say never, right? Vidal, gonna be checking him. Felipe Gutierrez, Carlos Carmona, I remember this guy. That's just Sanchez, of course. Angelo Enriquez, Gary Medel. So they do have a really good team. Claudio Bravo, he's not even the goalkeeper. Christopher Tosilli, never heard of him. Another good goalkeeper, so the goals are going to be coming hard to come by. Expecting to see a much better showing. We'll give him some good team talk as well. But here we go, guys. This is a make or break. Yeah, of course, yeah, I don't want to make excuses or anything. You know, I didn't really, you know, with my Tahiti one, I always kind of like studied the opponents, the players, and all this, what their tactics were like, and all this. And whereas for this one, I'm kind of just, you know, it's for the viewers, so can't really afford to do that. But come on, guys, let's get also play structured. Let's not concede right away. No, get it out. Whew. They're playing with a bit of a Netherlands type. Just want to say here's opportunity. Osorio and Talisli, or whatever his name is, makes the save. So we've already matched our shot totals from the first game, so this is good. And we're 23 minutes into the game, so this is a lot better performance. Carmona, and that's what we want. We want to force him to have long shots. So now we'll go to a bit of a change now. We'll go and pass into space, and Ferguson's injured, so that's massive. Man. It's frustrating when players go down injured. Will Johnson, can he play in that position? He can, but he doesn't have the pace of what I want. Or the crossing. So Petrasso, put him in. Fraser Aird on that other side. I just want to score a goal. I mean, that's what I want. Osorio's looking exhausted, but we're doing a lot better. I mean, this game is for the taking, you guys, so the changes have worked a bit, but definitely Osorio, I know he's not going to last forever, so that's why I don't want to tire Osorio out, because he's on a yellow. Come on, guys, this one's for the taking here. Trasso, that's a good ball. Come on, Laren. Come on, Kyle Laren. No, he's too slow. He held it up. Here's Aird. Fraser Aird. Taken down. And it's a penalty. Come on. A penalty here for Canada. Fraser Aird stepping it up. Come on, Aird. You got to score this. For our first World Cup goal. Come on. And he's got it. Come on. Fraser Aird. Canada are up 1-0 on Chile. And I had a feeling if we were going to get a goal, it'd be from a set piece or a penalty or something like that. It was right at the keeper, so that was lucky. But we got the goal. We got a goal. I just don't want to shut down now, because we know Chile's going to come right on top. That was a good save from Dorian. So I'll just do encourage. But as you can see now, they've kind of pushed Carmona up a bit more. No, guys, it's another good save. We don't want to let too many of those opportunities come. Junior Hoylett, he can play in that position, but we'll put Will Johnson. Osorio. Johnson, drop him down a bit more to a box-to-box. And we'll shoot more often as well. But we got a lead here. This is my kind of territory. I like leads. And that wasn't good enough. No! Another good save, but it's offside anyway. I'm making some subs here. So we'll do a bit of a change here. Angelo Henriquez. Yeah. Alexis Sanchez, he's the main guy that we really need to look out for. Come on, Johnson. Hutchinson. Trassel. Come on, Smith. Someone make a run here. Come on, Ed. No, that's not going to be good enough. Oh, no. Good play. Oh, and they score. Angelo Henriquez, the substitute. So, we're back to square one. I guess I should have maybe not have gone defensively, ultimate defensively, but again, Osorio, like I said, I mean, that's the guy that we really wanted to have on, is Osorio, and Tosin Ricketts for Kyle Laren. I'm going to go for this attack. I want to go for a win here. Go one route. We'll shoot on target as well. Let's try this, guys. No, that's a good save, but it's offside, so that's good. But looks like here's a long throw. Fidel. Someone take him. But that's the end of the game. So we get a 1-1 draw against Chile. I'm going to praise the team for that. You know, we had a chance. We had the lead, but we muffed it, and you know, we got a point. So we're still in contention to get out, but so we got to win our next game. And Ed is now out for the rest of the World Cup. So far, so good for Canada. I mean, what's our expectations for this World Cup? To be competitive. So I guess we're doing okay. But we're going to be going up against the Germany side, which... Anyway, so we'll come back for the next one, guys. G'day guys, so this is just an add-on to the last episode. I apologize because my mic I actually moved my seat and the mic fell out, and so yeah, that's why that last game against Germany was no volume, so I apologize. But yeah, 4-0 loss, and that's our World Cup. That's our World Cup, so we are done. 1 point out of a possible 9 and a possible group stage is frustrating. But I knew the World Cup was going to be tough, but I thought we would put on a better performance than that. So, um, so yeah, unable to do the magic this time around. But yeah, so that's it for Canada, guys. I'm going to resign and slowly focus on Shanghai. So so yeah, and also go. So what we got going on now is the Champions League quarterfinal is going to be played. The draw is coming up here, and then what we'll do is we'll do the next game. We'll do the return game. So that's when we'll come back. So yeah, guys. So that's what we'll do. So again, I apologize, and but yeah, that's our Canada experience, and I will officially resign from Canada here, and we are done with Canada. So that's it. So again, guys, I'll come back for the second leg against, or in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Again, guys, apologies, and yeah, Canada experience was pretty interesting, but we got 1 point. I mean, I'm quite happy with that 1 point. So so yeah. So again, hope you guys are enjoying this, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.